Let's talk about his three daughters. The best way I can hype you up for this movie is that this movie is a acting tour de force with Carrie Coon, Natasha Lyonne, and Elizabeth Olsen. All three women give exceptionally great performances and some of the best performances I've seen all year. The film is about three sisters who have an estranged relationship with each other who come together in the last hours of their father's life and the tensions and stress that comes with it. Overall, I think this is a really well-written movie. The writing is some of the strongest I've seen as well. It really delves into the relationship and emotional points where these characters are in their lives. And I really like how this movie tackles relationships beyond like a parental unit. Like, where will our relationships stand without our parents being there? Are we going to have those strong relationships? Are we going to see each other all the time? Is there going to be more to our lives besides just our parents? And this movie tackles it exceptionally well, that no matter what place in life, what things are going on, there is something that unites us together, as being siblings. There is more that we share that nobody else can relate to, and it's just really beautifully well told. This movie doesn't need to do anything flashy or gimmicky. It's not this like grandiose directorial achievement, but what it does is get some really raw emotions and tackle subject matter that is incredibly relatable to pretty much all of us. I do have to say that the performances are incredible in this movie. Carrie Coon is the eldest sister in this film, and she has a dominating appearance, almost suffocating in a sense. She has to take on the burden of the responsibility. She feels like she needs to control everything, and that just because people are expressing themselves a little differently, she almost feels insulted. Just any kind of elder sibling syndrome. But she does such a good job, and her vulnerability that she puts up this front, because you think that her life is completely perfect, but she doesn't have everything together and things are not the greatest, and she feels like she's the villain in every situation. Natasha Lyonne, oh my god, I love this girl. She is incredible, like she always is, and she plays the middle child, and she doesn't have everything put together, but she loves the deepest. She expresses her emotions a little bit differently than everybody else. She tries to really much just keep the peace in a sense without trying to stir the pot too much. And this is one of Elizabeth Olsen's finest performances. She's the youngest child in this film, and she's the most like independent, seemingly well put together. Seems like her life is just perfect, but underneath it all, she's struggling with whether she'll be a great mother or if she's doing the right things. She wants the peace as well. There's just so much layers to her performance in this movie, and she has this tenderness to it while kind of grating, but by the end of it, I did turn around. Overall, this is a really good and well-told film that deals with the very common things that we all go through in life, especially dealing with the loss of a parent, dealing with the loss of a your relationships, and being in different points in your life, but as siblings coming together and really having each other's backs in the trying times, because only your siblings are going to relate to you on that emotional level. It's filled with some of the best performances of the year. I do recommend just watching it for the acting alone. It has points where I was getting teary-eyed. There are really raw emotions that it does tackle, and it's just such a well-told story. It doesn't have like the flashiest direction or anything out there, but what you get is some raw emotion and great performances.